Hello pilots and welcome back to another X-Wing flight video brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. Today we have part 2 of our 9-player large ship Aces High game. Now for those of you that are curious about what is actually on the table, we have it up on screen, but the ship list will be in the description below. There's a lot to go through. We want to get cracking straight on into the game. But once again, joining me for this part 2 we have...
Greetings, Phil. I'm Fraser. Thank you for having me back.
Welcome back, Fraser. Glad to have you again. So, yeah, we're going to finish off this game. 3 turns in, a lot of action has already happened. We've seen 2 ships actually killed.
Yes.
We've seen 1 ship fly off the board pretty quickly. And we've seen 1 ship blow itself up with a console fire. And that doesn't even take into account the multitude of crits and shots and damage and everything that's already gone through. But at the moment, looking at it, Ben is in a very commanding position with 4 points. Conor has 3. Dan has 2. And everyone else has 1, except for Madbots.
Who turned up?
Who's turned up.
Yes.
So... Oh, that's brutal. Down in the bottom
straight onto
corner. Yeah. Wes and Dan both deciding to spawn on the same hyperspace marker. Dan forgetting that Wes is a bomber. And I know how painful that is because I've done that as well. And that is a hit crit straight through onto Dan. So Wes gets some more points right at the start of turn 4 there.
I can also confirm, yes, that I have been having nightmares about prox mines. And yes, Duncan, I'm looking at you.
He can be sneaky with his mines.
He's so good. No disrespect at all. He's brilliant. And when we played last week, totally different game, but I did learn a fair bit of what I think I might need to do in a case of a prox mine dropping vessel.
Yeah, don't end up behind it.
Yes.
It's always a good one. If you do end up behind it, make sure you're far enough away to turn away from it. Because I've had that before.
Well, I'll let you in. He had Sol Sixer. So being far away enough from a prox mine was a little bit further than normal. Yeah,
I can imagine. I've just got in my head now, bombers with skilled bombardier and mines and bombs going, you know what, I'm going to drop it at 2 bank. A prox mine dropping it at 2 bank would be hilarious.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Or Emma Azamine in the fire spray, dropping it with the 3 hard template.
I think you've done that with me once upon a time.
Yes, I did actually.
You did.
I do like Emma Azamine. He's a really cool pilot for the fire spray, especially if you are a fan of dropping bombs. But those are all ships that we don't have on the table and can't get on the table. We have crazy big ships.
Exactly.
Duking it out, trying to survive, and a lot of the ships are now back up to full health. Fraser, I think you might be everyone's target, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it was the last one because I had so much to chew through. I didn't console fire myself. So, yeah.
And you couldn't do anything like flying off the board to try and get away because there just wasn't enough. Well, you were stressed. You just didn't have the maneuvers for it.
Yeah, I've got no real turnaround that benefits me. I think even in a case like this, bumping and just clearing a stress is preferable to maybe a hard turn and getting out of there, but being stressed because I can't actually action.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Wes is in a nice position to punish Quinn there.
Yes, that looks very frightening.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be there. And looks like Conor and Madbots are going to continue to hold the centre, just bumped into each other.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, again, Madbots turning up. Thank you very much. Glad you're here, mate.
Yes.
Obviously
Please
joking.
come again.
Obviously joking. It is great to have everyone on the board. It's just 9 players playing one big game like this was just absolutely hilarious. And obviously I've listened to the table audio quite a few times in going through this game, and just hearing what people are saying and how much fun they were having was just absolutely crazy. Everyone was getting right in behind every dice roll. Even if it was a sort of a minorly inconsequential dice roll, everyone was there just like, what is it? It's all hits. Yay. It's all evades. Yay. They getting behind it. It was so good. And that's one of the things I love about Aces High, is that even though you've only got one ship and it might be quite a bit of time between your activations, especially if you're an I1, you move first and shoot last, there's a bit of time there. But there's still so much going on that it's still just interesting and fun to watch.
I'd like to tell you another story. I don't know who I was talking to. I may have been sat in a pub, I can't remember. I think I was in a pub. But I was saying that we are no different to football hooligans. This is our football.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd query the hooligan side of it, but yeah, I mean, for us, we get as much enjoyment out of this. I mean, that's another thing about this. This is our hobby, and we absolutely love it. And it's really good. Obviously, we played down at Entoyment in Poole. Fantastic store, great atmosphere, great local community down there.
Yes, indeed.
If ever you are down in the south on a Wednesday evening, come along and we'll be able to have a game. Recently, we've just had the Beachhead tournament at the Bournemouth International Centre. Games for that will be coming up very soon as well. Again, another great event held down south, great atmosphere, so many other tournaments going on alongside that as well. But it was nice to see everyone down there for that.
And thanks to everyone for coming, who we don't normally see.
Yes.
And those who made a trek as well. It was greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. And like I said, we'll have some videos coming up for that starting next week. But it's getting quite close in the middle there.
It's getting a little bit of a traffic jam going on here.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at Duncan's arc to see who he is most likely going for it. So his arc is forward and back.
Yep.
So it looks like he's going for you. He wants those points.
I mean, I don't blame him.
No, I mean,
I'm definitely the easiest target at this point.
If he can score 2 points off you right now, that will really elevate Duncan's position in this, because, as I said, although Ben is right up there on 4 points, he doesn't have much opportunity to get other points without actually killing ships. And Duncan almost needs to take you out to stop Ben hitting 6 points.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, there's a few ships that can try and do it before Ben gets that opportunity, but it's beneficial for him, not just in the points, but also making sure the game continues on a bit longer.
Yeah, if Ben can get the kill, it'll bring him to victory a lot quicker.
Yeah. And with his bounty marker already, that would put him on 8 in the end. But
strong.
Let's see. I think that's a range 2. And is he using his cluster missile, or is he using a regular shot? See how many dice he rolls. Yeah, I think it's the cluster missile. Definitely going to...
Looks like it, 3 dice.
Yeah, definitely needs to spend that.
Ben focused easy.
It's a calculate. So
from 000, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's enough though. I can't dodge it.
yeah, he could have done that. In the end, yeah, he's going for it. So you get the range 3 bonus there though, which you do evade.
Oh, he had a lock as well, so he's even.
Yep. But that is yourself down there.
It was range. Yeah, okay. It was range 3.
So
that makes more sense then, because if I did have a dice, just doubling down and making sure that he did get that kill.
Absolutely.
Excellent choice.
So I think that was, it's actually probably a good thing for you there as well. It allows you to reset and come back in because you still have 2 stress tokens at the end of that. So,
yeah, for folks who don't remember, I had one of the numerous panic pilots from an earlier round, and I was already stressed when I received it, so it was going to take at least 3 turns to clear all that, use the Grand Inquisitor again, do any actions, as a matter of fact. So by that point, death was welcome.
Yes, we've had a lot of panic pilots go through already, and a fair amount of other crits as well. But a lot of those obviously been cleared with ships coming off the board. So those of you that might have tuned in for part 2 and missed part 1, so what we have here is a 9-person large base ship, aces high. Each player has 100 points to spend on their ship. You score points by getting the first damage on a ship. You get 2 points if you kill the ship. You also get on your actual ship a bounty token. If you look at Dash and Lando's or Han's Falcon there in the middle, you'll see an extra token on their bases. That is their bounty marker. That shows that they have actually scored a kill. Now, if you take out a ship with the bounty marker, you get that bounty marker as well as the 2 points. So that ship actually becomes worth 3 points for a kill, and then you get a bounty marker yourself. First person to hit 6 points essentially triggers the end game, and you'll go until the end of that turn. Once that turn is over, you'll count up all of the points you have on your ship card, plus any bounties you have on your ship. Highest amount of points wins.
Easy.
Absolutely. So at the moment, if it was to end now, it will be between Ben and Conor, both with 5, because they have 4 points already and the bounty marker.
Yes.
But Dan is taking a cheeky shot at Quinn.
Through a gas cloud as well, so gets a dice.
Yes, gets a dice, gets an evade. So that is 2 more shields down, so 1 shield remaining on the Ghost. Now, we were using the new gas cloud rules, which means you do not get the auto thrusters ability to change 1, 2, and evade. We weren't using all the new damage rules yet, though, because they're not yet official, even if they are going to change. And it's a bit of a headache with those at the moment. I'd prefer to see it officially in writing before we actually do that.
Yeah, we haven't used the new obstacle stuff. We're just using the gas clouds don't give you an evade and leaving it at that.
It makes sense. I mean, the gas cloud was, I always felt, although I used it because, hey, it worked out quite good, it did feel very much like a training wheels obstacle. Like
I think that was the idea initially, but also the downside of that is just meant everyone took gas clouds.
Yeah.
The upside, whether you like it or not, that the upside is now that there is more variety in what you see.
Yeah.
Obstacle-wise.
Especially now we've got those lovely new obstacles in the Pride of Mandalore pack. They are...
Oh, they're so nice.
It might seem really weird. They're actually one of my favourite parts of the pack is the new asteroids. Because I just think they look really cool. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but I do like the new obstacles. Add some extra variety.
Considering all my pre-existing obstacles have somehow gone missing in the multiple moves I've done in the last couple of months, they were very welcome.
I know that feeling. Oh, good amount of damage there from Quinn into Tavson. Reinforced there helps though, so just 2 shields dropping there.
No, I think Rich was right to reinforce the rear because Quinn was so close to him.
Yeah. Using Tavson's ability to get a lock on Vennie.
Yep.
Who hasn't actually moved that far into the board. Started off in that top left-hand corner. Hasn't even made it past the centre line yet. But here's Quinn going for the Ion. And just getting the damage because of the reinforce. No Ion there.
Excellent.
You've got to get 3 to actually Ion a large base ship, so it's going to be very tricky to do that.
It's tough, isn't it? When you've done it in a standard game, I think I maybe done it once.
Yeah.
Very satisfying. I don't seem to remember getting the payoff for it afterwards, but very satisfying if you can Ion it. If
you want to Ion anything in this, bring Coordinates. 3 Ion tokens straight away.
Yes.
I have managed to drop a Coordinate perfectly onto a Millennium Falcon. It was one of those moments where you're just there like, oh yes, this is the way. It was very nice. But I don't use Coordinates very often, which is a shame. I think they are cool, but it can be tricky to use.
Yeah, I also rarely use them. Yeah, it's true.
I tend to prefer bombs to mines. They tend to work better for me. But if you've got Trajectory Simulator, could be fun.
I think I find myself sort of fluctuating between protons, thermals, and prox mines if I've got the points or think it's a worthwhile spend.
I tend to lean towards thermals. I think they're great. Although
thermals are fantastic, yeah.
I'm interested by the new Blaze Bomb.
Yeah,
I want to see how many points that's going to be, because that could be quite fun.
That's certainly. I like how different it is to other bombs. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, adding flavour.
Speaking of thermals, how about this for an idea I've got? TIE Bomber, skilled, with thermals, and with your nimble bomber ability, that's 1, 2, 3 straight and 1, 2, 3 bank. What do you do with that?
That's good. That is pretty good. That's a blinded pilot there on Tavson. No, that is good. I like that. I do like the bomber's ability to do it on the bank.
Yeah.
So I'd have to double check the thermal detonators to make. Can you definitely do the thermal detonators on the bank? It doesn't specify that it has to be the straight, does it?
Well, my understanding is that the nimble bomber means you can use the bank. The thermal detonator means you're dropping on 1, 2, and if you use, and the nimble specifies if you are dropping a straight, you can use the bank. Yep. And then the skilled give you the 1, 2, and 3.
That's pretty good. You can really spread those out there. I do like that. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate there for you, Madbots. Still not getting much damage in.
Bit of a blank out.
Interestingly, that's 3 turns in a row that Madbots has forgotten about Bosk, though. So, which would mean that if he does miss, he can then shoot again. So he's actually seriously missing out there. But whilst they are setting back up for the dials for turn 5, just want to remind you guys, if you do like what we're doing here at Out of Arc Gaming, you can support us on our Patreon. The link is in the description below. Our top patrons can actually suggest to us, well, not suggest, tell us what to fly on the channel. And it could be mental. It could be literally anything. We will do our utmost to try and source all the ships to do it if we don't actually have it in our collection, or just run it on TTS. But if you like the idea of telling us what to fly, check out the link for the Patreon in the description below.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. We recently did it with the Republic list, and it was good fun. But some of the things that the other commentators and other people have said, oh, I wonder if people would suggest this. Like all of the escape craft from the Lando's Falcon, or all of the Jakku gun runners, like all of the Rebel TIE fighter pilots as well. I don't know if that would actually be 200 points, but
Probably
Madboss
not.
is moving.
Oh, hello. I'm getting out of there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Ben has put another bomb right in the middle of pretty much where everyone is going to be. It's almost like he knows. And really utilising his pattern analyzer and perceptive copilot and stop there to be like, yep, I don't want any of that bomb. I want to stay away from it, please.
No, Ben did really well by just staying out of all the action, letting everyone else punch everyone else, and then he comes in and nicks the kill.
Yeah.
It's a good tactic.
I mean, it's one of those things, being initiative 2, you think, oh, you're not going to really get much, it's the first points you're probably going to lose out on. But because you're initiative 2, a lot of the damage has already been done. Although saying that, launching bombs into the middle of everything stole a lot of those first points from other people. But it's definitely an interesting tactic, and it's worked out quite well for Ben. I'm very impressed by that. And also, that's a really cool conversion for his Starfortress there. I mean, it's one that just works really well, giving it the Spitfire wings on there.
I mean, I think in last week I referred to it as Flight of the Starfortress, and I'm pretty sure at some point we were singing Flight of the Valkyries, weren't we?
Yes, I can confirm that. Again, having listened to the table audio several times whilst getting this all put together, I did hear 10 guys basically singing and humming Flight of the Valkyries every time that ship moved. So, absolute nerddom there. But it was
everyone else in the room
brilliant.
Must have thought, what the hell are those nutters doing over there?
I mean, this one was loud. This one wasn't quite as loud as the small ship Aces High. All the other people in Entoyment at the time were down the other end of the room with earplugs in because we were so loud. Even the guys downstairs in the store came up and went, "Are you guys okay?" We're like, "We are absolutely fine. We are having a great time." And again, this was another one. I'd have to go back and check, but I'm
pretty sure I missed that one because I don't remember being there for the small bases or the medium bases.
We did those back to back, so you might not have been there for those, which is surprising. I don't think you were there actually, to be honest.
No, I believe I was having dinner with some mates of mine. Well, other mates of mine, rather.
But you missed out on a cracking game. And if anyone is interested to see those, they are up on the channel, and this is the culmination of the trilogy. We were hesitant to do it, but people have put in the comments enough that they'd be interested to see large base, so we hope it lives up to your expectations. This was mental.
It lived up to it. It exceeded mine, so I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. But after all of those ships being in such close proximity to each other, there seems to be a little bit of a scattering. But that's quite a grouping down on the right there. Potentially, Quinn or Rich is probably going to have a bad time.
Quinn definitely. No, Rich definitely. Quinn possibly.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Duncan's definitely out, I think. Well, maybe not now.
Oh, I think Quinn has lucked out there because now only one ship of those 4 around him can actually shoot him, which is Dan. Yeah. Everyone else is actually bumped into him. It is a bit unfortunate because then I don't think Quinn actually has a shot though because of that.
His closest shot might be Dash, but that might be out of arc. Ben and myself are out of range.
Oh, there's another obstacle going. And that's catching Dash, Han, missing Tavson.
And it was a seismic, okay.
Yeah, missing Tavson and Kanan. So no additional points there for Ben, but it does mean that we're not going to get any crazy dash Rendar stuff happening with trick shot going backwards.
Don't think we saw a lot of crazy dash nonsense anyway.
No, he's spent too long dancing with Madbots in the middle with Nom Nom. So, but he's still, for where he started, he's still in a relatively healthy position.
I'd say so.
And surprisingly as well, so is Duncan. And Duncan's been right in the middle of a lot of that. But I think there have just been other targets of opportunity that have just really presented themselves as more favourable.
He's not even been killed yet, Duncan, has he?
No, he's still doing well. He's lost 2 shields. And that's it.
Still on 10. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think the only person that's doing better than that at the moment is Ben. But again, he's kept to himself and gone with those long-range shots, which have worked really well.
Yeah.
But we're coming up to some shooting. I think we've just seen 000 activated. Now it's going to be Duncan's turn. And I think quite rightly so, going in for Rich. That's not the best roll, but gets 1.
Rich gets the best result possible.
Yep.
I mean, is he reinforced? I can't quite see from all the ships in the way.
No, because I believe he was stressed, so couldn't reinforce.
Fair enough. So 1 damage.
Yeah, just the one.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway, would it? Because the evade would have negated the reinforce.
Yeah, absolutely. But Duncan just checking for his second shot. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, he's got a token.
No, that's his bounty marker.
Oh, that's his bounty. You're quite right.
That is his bounty. And I'll tell you what, Conor really wishes right now that he had that obstacle there, because trick shot would be in play, which would be brilliant for him. Ouch.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Target lock. But it goes through. 1 damage going through. That Upsilon is taking an absolute pounding right now.
It's right. It's sat right where everyone can shoot him.
Yeah. So who's going to get the kill? Will Dan get this kill? Because you're going in for Ben. That's a good shot, actually. That's missing the ball. There we go. Oh, you've just snuck a crit in on Ben there.
Fantastic.
Wounded pilots. Not a terrible crit. Could be worse, but...
No, I don't think that affects the Starfortress too bad.
No. And then second shot. Because you've got your arc left to right.
I've left and right now, yes.
Very well positioned.
Finally get to use the veteran turret. On 2 more go through.
Got the evade tokens. So just
you've
the
got an
one.
evade, yes. He's got an evade. That's quite right.
So just the one there, but
Jyn
still
Erso.
getting damage through.
Still good.
Yeah, Jyn Erso,
Got to use the
Perceptive
veteran
Copilot,
turret, which I like.
Will Dan steal this kill? Gonna have to
lock.
use... Well, he's going to have to use Rose to get a lock.
Yep.
So spending a result, which apparently a blank is a result.
It is, unfortunately. It's very strong.
There we go. 3
Turns
hits.
it into 3. That's fantastic.
And that is Rich down.
3 damage is gone.
And we now have another ship vying for that top spot with Dan hitting 4 points.
Well done,
so
bud.
It's getting very close here now. I mean, Rey is a great build. It's a ridiculous build. Like, the combination of cards that you can put on Rey, she's so powerful. It's almost surprising she isn't... I think where she was having that big duel with you right at the beginning,
yeah,
made it quite tricky, but it is very powerful.
Now, Ray is very strong. It's good. It's got to be said.
Ooh, Quinn does catch Conor
Very nice.
at range 3.
They've both got focus, I'm thinking.
Yeah, both got focus. Quinn also has a force he can spend. Not going to spend it.
Oh,
just
there
to
you
spend
go.
that
Perfect
is
roll.
good. That is good. So that is definitely going to be getting a crit through on Dash there.
You always worry that when you pick your action that you're going to roll the opposite results. You think, I've got a focus, and you roll all blank. Damn it, should have got a target lock. Oh, I take a target
There's the whole
lock.
breach. There's the whole breach.
There's a whole breach. Nice.
That is going to be painful for Dash. Let's see who can capitalize on that. Ben might be able to. Madbots definitely could. Don't think Wes is close enough to capitalize, unfortunately, but that is...
No, I wouldn't say so.
Whole breach is going to be painful, especially with 4 hull left.
Yeah, it's a powerful crit on a large base because it can just help you chomp through that remaining hole a bit easier.
You just want to hope not to get a direct hit into a fuel leak or something.
Oh, that's
or a
just the worst.
Yeah, double crit fuel leak to direct hit, then gone. Oh, that's a good shot there from Wes into Dan.
Blanked out. For 3.
More damage. Debating whether to use the force to only take 2 or save it. Looks like decided to take the damage, but then spend that result for a target lock on Wes for later. Oh, here comes Ben looking to snipe some more kills. Only person who's got in range is Duncan, who is now one of the healthier ships on the board. Oh, gotta love Perceptive Copilot.
Just those multiple focuses, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost a bolt-on with the ouch and no focuses for Duncan there, so that's 2 shields down.
Gone. Yeah. Shields are down finally, and he's taking a card.
Yeah. Direct hit.
Direct hit, there you go.
Ouch. No, I think that Perceptive Copilot is almost a bolt-on with Vennie, with his ability. Like giving you that.
I don't know if I've seen him without it.
Yeah. I don't see why you would fly him without it. And there we go, sneaking some more points off you there, Fraser, with a 2 damage. That puts Ben on a very comfortable 5 points.
Yes, annoyingly, I'm back up to 4, which means he can get the cheeky first blood.
Yeah.
Normally not worried about a 2 shield loss there.
Yeah, I think Ben was really wishing he could get a little bit more out of that. Hit crit onto Conor. This could be painful with that whole breach.
Oh, that's good. He can mod that, can't he? Yes.
Yeah, he has evaded that, which is great.
That was
great for Conor.
Gives him time to potentially deal with that whole breach.
But yeah, 5 turns in and Madbots remembers he's got Bosk. And that's an even better shot.
Beautiful.
So that is 2 crits thanks to Hull Breach. So loose stabilizer, definitely not a good one for Conor.
Nope.
And a wounded pilot. So plenty of crits on Dash there. He's very close to the end.
Yes, he's going to have to choose which one to repair, if at all possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, what order would you do, Phil, if you had to choose between those 2?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I'd be tempted by loose stabilizer because you want to be able to actually move around more. But again, looking at the points on the table, if you're keeping up to date with it, you'll know who's on what. You might just be going, I want to get more points. I want to get damage in.
Yeah.
So maybe just leave it. You're an I5, so it's likely that you're going to shoot before other people. So you could score some big points early.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think one's a damage potentially, and one's a stress. So which one's more concerning?
I'd be less concerned by the stress, to be honest.
Yeah.
And more bombs from Ben.
I mean, if you got them, use them.
I think that is the final proton bomb from Ben there.
We've had 2 seismics, and now we've had 2 protons. Yeah.
We've still got Wes's first set of cluster mines on the board. No one has quite swung onto them, but you're in a nice position to potentially hit those.
I could.
I mean, from a narrative perspective, I'd love you to run over a wall, because I think that's always the idea. If someone drops cluster mines, that's the ideal situation for someone to clip all 3 of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll have to wait and see.
And also, they haven't come out much. I don't see them a lot, so...
No, they don't. Again, I think with devices like that, I think more people are interested in the bombs and the mines.
Prox mine is definitely people's go-to.
Yeah. And with the cluster mines as well, you needed to have got one of the actual packs. I think it's the Never Tell Me the Odds pack.
You needed the devices pack, whichever one that is, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't actually even have that pack, so I don't have ion bombs or cluster bombs. Cluster
No,
mines,
me neither.
I just never got round to picking it up. There was always something else that I wanted to pick up. I mean, I've got all the tokens from first edition. I just don't have the relevant card to go with it.
No, it's always one that you can think, I can get that later.
I think I just assumed it was going to be released in another pack, and it just hasn't yet.
I suppose, yeah.
So, I mean, everything else from all the other packs, except for the pilots, have been released elsewhere now. So
that's true, actually.
So, coming in to turn 6, and it's all to play for right now. We've got a lot of people that are very much ready to take the win. So Ben just needs to get 1 point to trigger it. We've got Dan and Conor both on 4 points, and let's not discount Duncan. He's on 3. It's potential there, so...
Just need an easy kill.
Which,
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the easiest kill there, you'd probably argue, is Dash with 2 health left.
Yes.
Oh, but that's a nice set of cluster mines going down there from Wes, using that skilled bombardier to drop them at 2, hoping to catch probably Dan, to be honest. I don't know if Duncan would have turned into that. But there is also that proton bomb hidden under Kanan there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that...
Potentially Dan might go left, but if he's going straight, then he's going to go right into that.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Rich there.
Mate.
Bumping in, that is not ideal.
No, I definitely didn't see that coming.
No, because that just nullifies that really good gun that he's got. Well, that's a 5-dice shot. He's up. And is that Conor following suit? Conor also bumped there.
Little bump train.
But that'll be taking damage because of the loose stabilizer. So he gets to repair it, but he's just taking damage there. So that was
worth the risk. Fair play to him, you know.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, he's definitely running it to the red line. But the thing is, would that count as a crit because of hull breach?
That's a good point.
That is the question. I think it's time to quickly consult the damage deck. Let's have a look.
It is right as I do my best move of the whole game. Look.
Oh, perfect. I mean,
you even photographed it. You got to admit that was a top move right there.
I mean, it works both ways in the narrative. To go broadside to them is great. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I would have loved to go over them because it would have been funny. But that is still well flown. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think potentially that should be a crit. And I think it is, but I can't see what crit Conor actually took there, because when you would suffer that many crits instead. So that's painful.
Yeah, I'm guessing he probably didn't do that, because if he did, if he realised that was the case, he probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
because it's just causing yourself more trouble. Oh, I repair a crit, then gain another crit. It doesn't help you.
Yeah, and right now it looks like. Oh, where is your arc? Is your arc left to right again still?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, do you catch Conor? Oh, and there's Duncan attempting a K-turn and not making it. Also worth noting that Dan missed the other cluster mines as well. Just.
I know no cluster mine went off.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
It is.
Right, here we go. We have a lovely proton bomb going off, and that catches Wes. It definitely catches Quinn. It definitely catches Duncan.
I think it even catches Ben, yeah.
I don't... Yes, I think it did catch Ben as well. So that was very interesting bomb there. I don't think Ben was hoping to catch himself.
No, I think he said that wasn't part of his plan.
Yeah. But
does that mean he's taking a card then, or is that his last shield? I think that's his last shield.
No, he has taken damage, like proper damage, not shield. So he is now down to 7 health. But are people going to target him? And
he is a bounty.
He is a bounty. He has a bounty point. So bounty points currently sitting on Ben, Duncan, and Conor. So Starfortress, Lando's Falcon with Han and Dash Rendar. So Duncan is going to take a shot at Wes. Range 1, not bad. Hit crit.
That's okay.
So, just
nice.
A shield down there. And that is another... I believe that's another point there. And another shot there from... he's got range. He's got range 3 on Dash. Now this is ballsy. This is very ballsy because it's 2v3, 2 hits. He just needs 2 blanks, and he's got this. Or even focuses, because there's nothing. Trail mix, that's it. That's Dash down.
Yeah,
that is
he's gone.
That is points for Duncan. And not only that, Conor has a bounty marker. Duncan has triggered the endgame. So that is 6 points there for Duncan. 2 points for the kill, 1 point for the bounty, Duncan has triggered the endgame, so this is the last round. Now it's just time for everyone to score as many points as they can get.
Yes, it's important to note that just because Duncan has now reached 6 doesn't mean that will claim him the win. There's still plenty of chance for everyone else to score some points, unless your name is Madbots, or or me really, or unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean at the moment it's currently coming down to, I would say, Ben, Dan, and Duncan. So if Dan can score a good kill, Ben has the bounty as well. So he's currently, as it stands, stays on 6.
Yeah.
Just checking the range of your shot into Richter as whether it's a range 2 or not.
It might have been a 2. Or no, I think it's 3. I think that template fits, so 3.
Oh, still points there for you. So you do get some points on the board there, so that's 2 more points for you.
Fantastic.
And your veteran turret got a shot.
Are we going in? I think we're going into... I think it's between Ben and Quinn, and Ben has just got 1 less.
Oh no, I think your arc might actually have gone back forward and back there. You might have rotated it at that point. So we're now moving on to Dan taking a shot at Duncan.
Actually, no, it looks like it is. Yeah. I think you're right. Again, this was a difficult thing between the having veteran turret compared to agile gunner, because I'm having to use one of my actions to rotate instead of having that as just an extra additional thing.
So that's a really good shot there. That's 4 hits going into
really
Duncan.
Like that.
He's just quickly checking all of his upgrade cards to see exactly how many dice he can roll in defense.
Duncan's thorough, and it's a credit to him that he's always checking just to make sure that he doesn't lose out, and even his opponent doesn't lose out. He's a very honourable player.
Very much so.
Big credit to him.
Very much so. It's always nice playing against Duncan. He does like to double check that everything is right, and you know what? It is a really good idea. I mean, the amount of times I've missed something on one of my cards because I've not read it quite right is just absolutely brutal. I'll get to the end of the game and go, oh, I didn't trigger that when I should have. I mean, case in point, Madbots took until turn 5 to trigger Bosk when he should have had so many more shots, which could have really influenced the game. But Duncan is now on 1 point. He is a prime target, and Quinn is going in against Ben. That's not a bad shot, that. So 4 hits. Well, it's not going to be enough to do it even with his ion. Unfortunately.
Sadly not.
But those 4 hits do go through. That softened him right up for someone else.
This is the other thing. If someone gets a nice shot in, you don't necessarily gain that points. It means you just left a big opening for someone else.
Yeah.
Potentially why Ben is being so successful, because he's letting everyone else do the heavy lifting, and then he'll just come in and plink the final shot in.
Yeah. Another point of damage and an ion going through. So Ben is now down to 2. He finally gets in there, and it's quite painful.
It's so close.
Wes going in on Duncan. Is he going to steal a massive kill there? Because Duncan has 2 bounty points on his ship.
I mean, he can do it.
Oh, this is going to be 2 damage. Spending Ray for... He's choosing violence. He's got it, but he's choosing violence. He wanted to guarantee that, definitely. That's Duncan down. That is
fantastic. Well done, Wes.
That is a huge amount of points there for Wes. Out of left field as well. He was only on 2 at the start of the round.
Yeah, and he just jumps up. That's fantastic.
So right now, this is Wes's game to lose. But let's have a look what attacks we've got left. So we've got Ben to shoot next. Ben, I would anticipate, is going to go for a double shot into Quinn, but that's 8 damage he's got to get through. That's a tall order.
It's doable, but he's going to need a bit of luck to do it.
He's going to need the luck and the force on his side to manage that. I mean, it's a double range one shot.
Yeah.
With Vennie. Does he have... I don't think he's got perceptive. I don't think he's got any focus. I can't see any. They could be tucked in behind, but we will see.
I think he's only got the bounty left at this point. I think he's used all his tokens.
Yeah, probably use them all on defense.
Yeah.
It's tense now.
White knuckles everywhere.
Yeah. So, 4 dice, double crit. It's not a great start. Not a great one. There's 2 crits going through, so that's 2 fuel leaks.
Okay.
That's 2 fuel.
Okay.
Wow. 2 fuel leaks triggering there. So the fuel leak, obviously, the second fuel leak triggers the first fuel leak.
Yes.
So it's actually 4 damage to go through. And that's more crits.
So you could do it.
Direct hit. That's it.
Done.
That's it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was insane.
Oh, hold on. Just recounting those cards. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, gone.
8 damage. Wow. Ben has just stolen that. He has stolen that right from under both Duncan and Wes. That was just wow.
And barely moved at all. He's literally gone from that top corner to...
Yeah, he's not moved very far at all. But he's moved
about a ruler's length. And I mean, he's moved about a ruler's length.
Yeah. But he's really utilised the tools he had available.
Yeah.
Mad Bots obviously did have a shot against you, but I think we may have just called that as, well, not really a necessity, but I
think there was no more points he could have gained.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the end game, guys. So
yeah,
that was that. Big congratulations to Ben there, scoring 9 points in the end. A massive 7 points for Wes, 6 for Duncan, 4 for Dan and Conor, 2 for yourself there, Fraser. Well done. It was a tricky one for you going up against Ray early on.
Yeah, I was limited by my stress, and that unfortunately meant I was not doing too much. But yeah, well done to everyone. I thoroughly enjoyed that, so it's got to be said.
Yes, well, thank you very much for playing in that, Fraser. And again, thank you very much to the other 8 players as well. We had a wicked time. Maybe doing some more Aces High in the future, but we'll have to see. But Fraser, thank you very much for joining us for the commentary on this one.
Thank you for the invitation.
And guys, thank you very much for sticking around and watching this. I hope you enjoyed the culmination of the Aces High trilogy, and I hope this lived up to your expectations. If it did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, link for the Patreon is in the description below. And like I said, next week we have Beachhead tournament footage starting from Monday. In the meantime, guys, we'll see you next time.